So the northern part is devoted to Poseidon. The west part is devoted to goddess Athena, and there you'll see an olive tree in the front, which is the sacred olive tree of the goddess. It's not the ancient one, we always cultivate the tree there. And supposedly in this part of the building, the sacred snake of the goddess was living in. You notice that she has a snake always with her on the statue. Did you show the snake right next to her? At some point I will explain you about the snake. It's something that you should know. It's a nice thing. Now, take also a notice on the side balcony, on the erectium, with the statues of girls holding up the balcony. They are named Caryatides. They are massive sculptures around the world because even though they are columns, they hold the roof over the head, you never get the feeling that they are stressed, that they are carrying weight. At some point they tend to float there without anything over their head. And I must see for hairstylists, especially from New York, schools of hairstylists coming to the museum where the real ones are, because up there you'll see the copies, and they make something like a study or test on the way that their hair are made, because each one of them has a different hairstyle. Don't ask me what they do there for 3 hours, it's their thing. I don't know anything about hairstyling. Now, apart from the things that you'll see up there, you will also see these two theaters. The first one down here is the theater of Herod Atticus. Herod was a Roman poet that lived in Athens in the 1st century AD, and he made the theater to honor his wife that died here in Athens. And that's why we keep two streets with their names in the city, Herod and Regilis, his wife, in order to have them as a couple for all time. Still, this theater is in use today. We use it for theatrical plays, concerts, not for Lady Gaga kind of artists. Yep. Now, you will also see this theater here. That's the theater of Dionysus. And once you, this theater you cannot go inside. It has, electrical devices and these things, but you can see it from the top. The theater of Dionysus, though, you can visit if you like. What's important about the theater is that it's the first theater of the world, the first theater that we ever constructed as people close to 650 BC. You cannot step on the stage, but you can go in between the seats of the theater. There are two ways to do this. One, by coming down from the Acropolis and visiting the theater, which is the hard one, because you have to follow a gravel path over the rocks. And the easy way is to go when you are in the Museum of Acropolis, because the theater is right across the museum. If we go to the Museum of Acropolis, is something that you'll decide later on. Okay? Distraction time, and you can rest, my son. You can rest.